It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. At Tyler Rental, quality equipment and helpful counter pros save you costly delays. For projects big and small, Tyler has Genie man lifts and forklifts, Deere excavators, welders, and generators, plus new tools from Steel, Milwaukee, and Hilti. While you're in the store, shop for hard hats, safety glasses, gloves, hearing protection, and much more. Contractors and homeowners depend on Tyler Rental for selection and well-maintained equipment to avoid downtime. Tyler Rental, 153 Hamilton Road, south of Chehalis. Welcome to another edition of the Mohney Show. Paul Walker is with me, and I'll tell you what, Paul, I had a fantastic Memorial weekend.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Because you guys worked like a bunch of slaves.
Yeah, we were working hard.
You guys had just a massive amount of sports over on the Eli Sports Network.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
Well, we wrapped up high school sports, and I was in Yakima for the 1B, 2B, and 1A state track meet.
Yeah.
And it went well.
Okay, good.
There was a lot of local kids that went over there and did really well.
Did anybody throw the shot put?
Yeah, there were several that threw the shot put. That was right behind me. I could see that rather clearly. The javelin was tossed about too.
Is that an AMC javelin? That's a car.
Yeah, I know. We're already
June's over there.
We're already off the tracks.
We're off the tracks. I'll tell you what, if that's a 70 javelin, I'm interested in it. Anyway,
yeah.
So they were throwing the sword,
javelin, the spear,
yeah,
and jumping and running, and
jumping jack flash,
stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Okay, who was the fastest runner?
Actually, it would be this young man from Seattle Academy.
Okay.
The time 10.49 in the 100 meters.
Now that means as much to me as
it's fast. Well, could you run 100 yards in 10 seconds? I
know I can't.
No. Can you drive it in 10
I can
seconds?
do 0 to 60 in a pretty hopped up car, I think in around 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Or 15 seconds. Oh no, that's my Volare.
I mean, that was Reggie Witherspoon III who
really?
Did that. He was
nice
very
job.
fast. Yeah. So lots of good things there. We had a crew in Tacoma for the 2A, 3A, 4A state track meet. We had crews in Bellingham. Matthew went up there and he covered. Tenino almost won a state baseball championship. They settled for third. Good run for them there for sure. I think Rainier, I can't remember the boys or girls. Rainier, I think, might have trophied at the state track. Then we had a crew in Richland for the 3A, 4A boys baseball. We had a crew
everywhere
in Renton for the 1A, 2A soccer, and in Puyallup for the 3A, 4A soccer. So everywhere.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay, I want a complete rundown of who ate what where.
Oh,
did you guys go to Abby's Pizza?
Hey,
we were talking about Abby's Pizza.
No, there's no. I don't know. Is there an Abby's Pizza in Yakima?
Yeah.
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Oh,
I know you didn't go to Miners because for some odd reason you don't like it.
I don't like Miners.
I love it.
Yeah. Why?
Get a big old Miner burger.
It's just not good.
I like it.
There is
Not a
an
fan.
Abby's Pizza on Tyaton Drive
In Yakima.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay, well, get over there next time.
No.
Okay, did you eat anything good? Was there a hot dog in the
gymnasium?
Or?
Look, I was there by myself.
Okay.
Because of other circumstances that came up with the other person.
June, I've struck a nerve here.
But, so I'm on top. So, okay, this is what I had to go through this entire weekend. Me.
You missed, by the way.
So I have all my gear. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
I have all my gear.
Yeah.
I got to walk up the stadium steps into the press box.
Right.
But the press box is not where I can live stream because there's too many posts. You can't see it. So I got to go up through a hatch onto the roof.
The catwalk.
it's nice up there, but there's not much space, and I got to climb up this rickety wood ladder that I'm afraid is going to snap, and I'm going to be on my back at any time.
Exactly.
While pushing up my gear and getting it up there so I can set up. So I go up there.
Where was this?
This was in Yakima.
Okay.
Yeah, Zeffel Field or Stadium, whatever.
So this was not on the top of Abby's Pizza.
No, it was not.
Okay.
And so I got my stuff set up there,
mm-hmm.
which is fine. But I get there at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not leaving until 7 o'clock.
Right.
Well, there are times that I've got to take a break.
Right.
I've got to run down to the bathroom.
Got to use the restroom.
So,
folks.
So you got to do that strategically. So when they're coming up on the hurdle events, it takes them a little while to set up all the hurdles.
Okay, so then
folks, here's a commercial. I got to go take a break. So that I got to climb down that thing again, go all the way down, go to the bathroom, come back up, all the way up, climb up. Look,
okay, let me
I know I look like an amazing in-shape athlete.
Yeah, you do.
I am not, though.
Paul was a linebacker with Tumwater.
It's
Paul.
It was rough.
Let me say
something. Was
I
rough.
want to say this on camera now.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say this. I've got several things I want to say to Walker on camera. Okay, at least you played football in high school. I just ended up like this. I'm not sure what I did. So, you've got that. Yeah, June's over there laughing.
Yeah,
June. We called her June because
it's almost
June.
You guys say that like I'm not 6 months pregnant. All of that has been down the stairs.
Are you 6 months pregnant now?
Yeah, six and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's your third boy, right?
Yes, correct.
And boy, I love your little boys. They are so cute.
Did you have fun with Hank last week?
Yeah, I had a good time with Hank. Man, I'll tell you what, don't get him up in the cab of an engine, because he'll tell the engineer how to run the train.
Yeah, we did look up, by the way. We were listening to his interview afterwards, and where he told you Ringo Starr was on there on Thomas in 1984.
Yeah.
He was right.
I know he was right. Yeah, we were talking about the Beatles and stuff and Thomas the Tank Engine. But yeah, anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought. No, so is what you need to do in that particular situation when you're way up there.
Yeah.
Is there any way, and I apologize for this, but can't you just pee down the thing?
There's people all
around.
There
was people.
Yes. Oddly, people showed up and were at the event. and behind me, where there was the shot put and the javelin and the discus, there were a whole lot of people watching those events as well. So
that was uncalled for.
Yeah. So,
you got the job done.
I got the job done, and we're done. We had one little incident on Friday. It was 0% chance of rain Friday and Saturday, and then little did I know that chance of rain changed.
Yeah,
Friday afternoon to about 60%, and it rolled in. The wind was just howling the entire time.
What's the deal with the wind lately?
I don't know.
Here?
It was just blowing hard.
The wind seems to be blowing.
The Yakima Valley. It was blowing hard. It brought in rain. I had to shut down. We didn't get in like the last event because we had electrical equipment that was getting rained on.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Nothing I could do.
I always enjoyed watching track. Like you said, though, it's like there's so much stuff going on all the time.
Organized chaos.
Yeah,
is what that is.
Yeah. And if you can just watch a little bit of it and then go back to the snack bar.
There was a couple of snack bars working there. So yeah.
Anything good?
I don't know. I didn't have time.
Okay.
So I had my beef jerky and big bottle of water and a banana.
No Abby's Pizza.
No Abby's Pizza. No, I did. The first night was Red Robin.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was all right.
I like Red Robin.
I like Red Robin, but they didn't. I wanted the crispy chicken sandwich. They didn't have the crispy chicken, so I had to do the cheeseburger, bacon burger.
I like that.
So that was good.
They make a good burger, but they've got good fries, and hey. It's like your dad said, whoa, I'm going to need way more fries than this.
Well, they keep bringing them to you if you want them.
I know.
Unlimited.
Yeah. Just to keep, your dad would say, just to keep them coming. What did he say? Those were about crackers.
Oh, crackers! I'm gonna need a whole lot more crackers than this. I can tell you that right now.
That was clam chowder.
Clam chowder, yeah. By the way, yeah. And if it was watery at all, this isn't chowder.
Oh,
get rid of it.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So
I made some chili yesterday.
I did tell him. Yeah, it's a little runny, but with the box and a half of crackers that you've requested.
Yeah.
You could put 3 or 4 of the sleeves of crackers that you have in there. Probably tighten that up a little bit for you there.
I was going to say, it looks like he's got pizza dough down there now. Roll it out with a pin here. Yeah. Well, what's this? We're having chowder bread.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so you fared pretty good this weekend,
yep.
And I know that you're relieved and things,
yes.
Things yes. wrapped up, and we're coming to the end of the school year here.
Yeah. Well, my year end is here.
But I mean, as far as the kids going to school, so
I don't care.
June, do you know when the kids get out of school in Chehalis?
I believe it's June 14th.
It is. June 14th is a Friday.
Yes.
And then Saturday, coincidentally, is June 15th.
Yes. That is quite the coincidence.
Yeah, that's my oldest son's birthday.
Oh.
That's Stephen's birthday.
Okay.
And then the 16th is Aaron's birthday.
Yeah.
And then the Sunday's Father's Day.
Quite the schedule you had there.
All right. I didn't want to have to go into this on camera.
Shall we go back 9 months and figure out what the schedule was?
You got June 15th, 1991. You got June 16th, 1994.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the third one?
Matthew.
And when's his birthday?
Don't put me on the spot like this.
When's his birthday?
It's 9/11/96.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he gets tortured every year. Oh my God, your birthday is on 9/11. Hey, listen, I was born before that fiasco.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So we just try and skip over that and have a great birthday.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
People are born on Pearl Harbor Day.
I know.
Everything else. So can't do anything about it.
June's got something to say.
You said 1994.
Yeah, with Aaron.
With Aaron?
Yeah.
So conceived in September, in case you're wondering, Paul.
September?
September 22nd-ish. You guys can't.
September 22nd, 1993 is when one Miss Jenny was born.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And
now how, 1993?
93, yes.
93, okay.
I think.
Okay. So she's going to be, she just turned 31. Boy, the guy that's good at math. Come on.
Well, I can't quite remember. And I think she's gonna be 30.
Well,
so it's 94 then.
94.
Maybe Heather was 93.
Okay, because Aaron's gonna be 30 on June 16th.
Okay.
Here in
Dads of the Year right here coming.
Oh, hey, I've got all these dates down. You're the one that
I know. I don't even know my birth date.
Well,
I do know my birthday.
I know you do.
You know why?
You're very important.
I only have to remember one number.
12?
10.
10.
Yeah.
17?
Nope.
What?
10. 1964. 1 and 9 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10. 10. That's all I got to remember.
But you
How do you
really,
like that?
I was going to say, you really had to work up that formula just to remember your birthday?
Yeah.
6266, baby.
Is that yours?
That's mine.
That's a lot of sixes.
It is. I hadn't thought of that. Great. Now I got that hanging over my head.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, that's a nice sign you got me there. I love that.
Got him a
you want to explain the sign?
Well, it's an on-air sign.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah,
you can see it from the hallway.
By the way, the controllers up there, you can actually even dim it.
Yeah,
and to bright. So,
can you make it a different color?
No.
Okay, so it's always going to be green.
That's I picked green. No, I could have picked any color.
No, that's the logo.
That's the logo. So I went with green.
No, it's in fact that particular Mohney Show logo, you'll start to see it more around town.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, at some point.
Yeah, you're going to be, aren't you going to, we're going to get one of those.
This ought to be interesting.
Signs, right?
Yeah.
That you're just going to walk around from now on?
Yeah, I'm going to point upstairs here. What's up there? How we do the broadcast up there. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get your truck wrapped by the way, too, in the Mohney logo.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned the truck because
actually, you know what I think we'll do is let's just because I had a friend of mine in high school who was a big KMPS fan.
Okay.
And literally, and he had this broken down old truck.
94?
94? No, 80.
No. It wasn't KMPS. That's the Seattle
94.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, it was a country.
Yeah.
He was a country guy.
Ichabod.
Anyway, he got, I don't know how he got so many bumper stickers. He covered his entire truck in KMPS bumper stickers.
That's nice work.
So let's get some Mohney show bumper stickers and we'll cover your whole truck.
You know what? I know some vehicles around the area, around Lewis County, if you put them on there, you'd be holding down fenders and stuff like that. You'd be keeping your rig together.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you mentioned the truck, my truck, and the stickers and the wrap and all that stuff, because the truck's been running a bit ragged. I mean, it's got 336,000 miles on it, but I thought it can run better than this. And I was pretty sure I was getting around 4.5 to 5 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
So it was just running ragged and stuff. I thought, well, maybe I should change the fuel filter.
Really?
Yeah.
And you did this without consulting me.
Exactly. I thought it's only been on there for about 4 years now. Yeah. So, you know, maybe it's got a little bit of dust in it or something like that.
Potentially. Pretty sure the cam has something to do with it.
Yeah, I know the cam did. Yeah, what a jackass. I mean, I should have changed this thing way before that. So I go down to Napa, you know, and I get one of the gold filters, you know, and it's pretty easy to change on the
I do it all the time.
The K1500 Chevy pickup.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I taped it though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I did a little bit of a video here. So June's going to put that together, and we're gonna put it on here.
How to change an
well, it's a fuel filter. I mean, and really the importance of changing the fuel filter, because when I took this thing off, and you'll see it in the short little video, but man, it was filthy.
Okay.
I mean, it was just.
Now, I think
awful.
I had a very similar thing happen in my Maverick at one point.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I took it down and I said, you know, it's running rough. I'm going to need a new headlight. And I got a headlight and my lights worked.
All of a sudden it ran better.
Oh, no, it ran horribly, but my lights worked.
Okay. That's a nice...
but I didn't, they had to put it in for me.
A Maverick.
I had no idea how to put in the headlight.
You know what? You could have. You just decided very early.
It's a horrible. You guys, I got all the respect in the world for you guys.
It's a hobby.
You guys, I'm talking about the motorheads that love that stuff. I'm so happy that it makes you happy. I really am. I can't. I mean, and it's just like the people who hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I can't think of anything more. Just. Oh. I can't think of anything I would not want to do more than
cut off a hunk of that.
But you know what? Up. They're happy. I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Well, you can. I mean,
just like with the motorheads. Yeah. I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you got things to fix.
You know, you have learned. You can take the gas cap off now.
Oh yeah. I've always been able to do that. Well, in fact, I've been able to put oil in because it was a necessity on some of my vehicles.
That's how I checked your oil, boy.
Hey, you know, the Maverick would run through a little bit of oil and literally
I bet it would.
I didn't change the oil. I just kept adding to it.
But I checked the oil on the car you now drive. It looked like a vanilla milkshake.
Well, I may have forgotten to have it changed. It was recently changed.
Hey, and speaking of all this car stuff, because that's where I was going with that Napa fuel filter, I've also got my Napa oil filter, my Napa Gold one. The grand opening for the Onalaska Napa store is coming up this weekend. It's the big one's on Saturday, and check it out. It's the store. You know, we've been out there a couple of times, and we kind of give you a preview of that. But the big grand opening is on Saturday. We'll have a preview again on Friday on the Mohney Show.
An additional
one. So we're going to go out there. I'm taking June out there. Yeah, we'll do some live stuff.
Okay.
Give you kind of an update on what's going to happen on Saturday. They've got all kinds of stuff scheduled out there. And it's kind of give you an update. But what a great store in a small town that could certainly use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I wanted to do a couple of demonstrations on
Well, and Dave wants.
Yeah.
I mean, he would love for me to come out because
Yeah.
he could upsell me the entire store.
Yeah.
All he'd have to do is tell me I need it.
You need this right now.
All right. Put it in.
Yeah. You need.
And then that alternator.
Yeah.
We still have it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that was only $435.
I didn't take it back. It's still in the shed.
Well, you might need it sometime.
I'm not sure that we won't need it.
If you buy that kind of a car that it goes on, you might need it. That might be something you might use.
We may have to put that up on. I should have taken that over to Bruce's
garage sale.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Kimsey had his garage sale over the weekend.
We're going to talk about that coming up.
It was good. Yeah, we need to take a break here.
All right, let's do that.
June, do you have something before the break? Or
I do. I was just thinking, you have that video of you doing the oil filter thing.
Yeah.
And Father's Day is coming up. Have you seen this local Adulting 101 series?
No.
So there's like a financial advisor, insurance, realtor. They're doing this Adulting 101. And I'm just sitting here thinking about what it would look like for Steve Mohney, Adulting 101, how to fix your car stuff.
Well, I'd rather, if we're going to do that, I'd rather talk about kids.
Well, yeah.
We'll talk about kids. We'll talk about respect and behavior.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You guys look at me like I'm some kind of crazy. And everybody does that. I got pretty good kids.
I'm just saying,
yeah, they're decent.
One time my dad was, I said, Dad, my headlight's out on my first car. It was like an 89 Toyota Camry. And he's like, well, go out there and figure it out. It's the best way to learn, to figure it out. And I sat out there for 2 hours trying to figure it out. In his mind, it was very simple.
Yeah.
And then he came out and realized that it wasn't simple. And I had sat there for 2 hours by myself trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the days of a headlight being simple are over.
Great. So I'm feeling like I could use some Mohney knowledge in my life.
I'll do it if I can. Yeah. That's my fuel filter. So we'll take a break and then we'll come back. We'll play that video and then we'll come back from that. How's that?
Let's do that. Yes,
okay.
Because I can tell you how I fix headlights now.
Okay. Okay, we'll hear about that.
I just tape flashlights on.
All right, just stop. That's how you mow your yard too. Mohney's show continues right after this. We are back with the Mohney Show, and as promised, Paul, we're going to go ahead and change a fuel filter on the. This is my '99 Chevy. They call it the K1500. It's just a, it's a P1500. I know you do. Yeah. It's a pretty nice truck. Back in the day, it was like top of the line.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty neat.
Top of the line.
The 4-wheel drive.
It's top of the line.
I'll tell you what, it's got a trailer hitch. Hold on.
Drive top of the line.
This thing's got a trailer hitch on it. Anyway, it was running ragged. It needs plugs. I know that. But, the fuel filter was just horrible. So
let's see this. I want to see this. I want to see how you fix this.
That's what I'm going to do. So right now, June, she's going to play the video. So here we are. Okay, the old 99 Z71 5.7. It's getting a little bit sluggish. So I thought, okay, it's been a while since I've changed the fuel filter. So I'm going with the Napa Gold. You can get those at all 7 of your Napa stores. And don't forget the brand new one in Onalaska. It's open now. And the grand opening is this coming Saturday, June 1st. So I'm going to change this and see how much dirt's in the old one. And again, these Napa Gold filters available right now. So we'll get under the truck in the next segment. Okay, old filter out, new filter in. I had to do it quickly. As you can see, quite a bit of gas leaks out. I've got my handy dandy thing here to catch it. So new one in, and they're not that hard, but as what I wanted to say is if you've got, your engine kind of running sluggish, and with the price of fuel right now, you want to get decent mileage. They're not all that hard, but I did want to say it's something to keep in mind when you're at Napa or whatever. Pick up a fuel filter. They're not that hard to change, and if you need some help, get one of your buddies to help you. But we'll save you a little bit of
engine wear and tear. And try that again. It will save you a little bit of money as far as fuel goes, so take a look at that. Again, that's the Napa Gold filter right there. Had great luck with them, and I'm going to tighten this thing down. They're not all that hard again, but it's something to think about if you're getting crappy mileage. Okay, the fuel filter on these K1500 Chevys hide right here on the frame rail, so you can kind of, let's see here, there you go, then back towards this way. Anyway, it's somewhat of a pain, so it's loose right now, so I'm going to go ahead and it's hard to operate the camera, so undo this. So I'm gonna undo the input and the output, and I may or may not do that on camera because there's going to be a little bit of fuel that leaks out. So we'll do that. If I had somebody to hold the camera right now, it'd be different. But hang on. Okay, here's what I suspected. Look at all the debris coming out of that filter. Okay, so I'm gonna take this baby and we're gonna drain it into my pickle jar. And I just want to see how dirty this thing is. Look at that. Oh my God. And blow on it. Yep. Gee, you think the Z71 will get better mileage after this? Something to think about. We're gonna do the oil change on this. God, this is just, look at this. This is just, it's just filled full of crap. That's the dirtiest one I've ever seen. So take that into consideration, and pick him up at Napa. I really like the gold filters. I've got another one that we're going to use on changing the oil in the engine. I keep this thing. This thing's got 336,000 miles on it, so I keep the oil changed really regularly, and I've had really good luck with the Napa oil. So that's what your dirty fuel filter will look like. And then we'll come back with another video, and I'll change the oil. Again, this stuff's just really, it's pretty simple, even if you don't have a lot of tools. It's actually kind of fun. And keeps your rig going. Look at the dirt in that. Unbelievable. All right, we'll be back with another video as soon as I can figure this out.
You are your shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see that you can truly be. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles.
What'd you think of that, Paul?
I gotta say, I'm a little impressed.
Did you see that filth muck in that?
Yeah, just emptying a cat box. Just not good.
A cat box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sand and grime and.
Can you believe there's that much
little doo-doo
crap in your gas tank?
Yeah, exactly.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
That's amazing. Anyway, the truck starts a lot better now.
I don't know how a car even runs. I was in radio for 20 plus years, and I don't know why you can hear a voice in the car. I still don't get it.
I guess something comes through the air.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, for the love of Pete. I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb.
I think that's your brother.
Yeah,
Danny.
Yes.
What are you calling during the record? Didn't you see the on-air sign out there?
I was going to say,
Danny?
that big on-air sign is out
an
there
outrage.
right now. It is an outrage. Okay, so let's cover a couple of things that are coming up here. We've got music in the park, and that's going to be It's Centralia. And I wanted to talk about this because it's what we're going to do. The first one is on June 8th, downtown at Washington Park. And you got the Bruce Meyer Band. Cal Taylor's in the band as well, among other folks. So I put the call in. Those guys are going to come back in here and chat with us a little bit about that and maybe play some music.
Okay.
So that's next week on the Mohney Show.
Okay.
And so that covers the 8th. And then you get into Father's Day weekend.
Yeah.
So June, I thought maybe we would go around town. So watch for us. And maybe, folks can give a shout out to Dad. If you want to.
Yeah.
You can give a shout out to Dad or give us your best dad joke.
Not the dad jokes. Or if you're just mad at your dad, you can say, I remember that time that he made me go out and change my headlight. Don't you have a dad story?
Yeah. Well, I think we already talked about that one earlier. Yeah.
So you had a headlight out and your dad said, well, go change it.
Yeah, I didn't dare go back inside without successfully changing it. I mean, he came out on the deck eventually and was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, trying to change the headlight. He told me.
Did you do it?
No, he came out and goes, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is, and I'm like, I'm 16. What do you want from me?
Well, that and the fact that, in about 1974, they became almost impossible to change. They're hard. These ones they have now.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't know what you're talking.
No, you do. You just told me a story about how you changed your headlight.
No, I said how I fix it. I just tape flashlights on top when my headlight goes out. So.
Can you imagine getting pulled over? And cop comes up and what do you got here? And my headlight burned out, man. Yeah, I think I'm in compliance.
I fixed it.
I got 74,000 candlelight coming out of this one right over here.
I can't dim it. I apologize for that. But it is working.
Yeah, so. Well, it's like a horn. Get out of the way! Okay, so Father's Day is coming up. We'll get out there on the street and we'll have folks that want to, wish Dad happy Father's Day. But that's the ways away.
Maybe say, sorry, Dad, I've been such a disappointment.
I'll tell you what, I can't.
Dad, I'm sorry I couldn't live up to your unreasonable expectations.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sorry I couldn't change the headlight, Dad. I'm sorry.
Dad, I'm sorry that I crashed into those people. One time, and I deserve this so much after becoming an adult. And I look back to the stuff that I did. Man, I'm sorry. He goes, you're the world's worst driver. And you know what? He's right.
So all this fixing of cars.
Yeah.
Want a story about Dad?
Sure. Okay. Go right ahead.
So Joe Sports DeBruni, remember Joe?
Yeah.
This was my former broadcast partner in radio for long. So he graduated from Tumwater in 76. So he's friends with my older brothers. My oldest brother and Joe at the time were living in a duplex over near Tumwater High School together.
Oh boy.
Young adults and we're just getting started, that kind of thing. And my brother's car broke down. So
what kind of a car was it?
I don't remember what it was. It might have been a Pinto of some type or something like that. But Joe would always call my dad Big Daddy. So So Big Daddy rolls up in his Nova that's all beat up. And Joe's standing there in the window watching him. And he goes over and he pops the hood on my brother's car. He looks at it, goes over, opens the trunk, pulls out toolbox. Then he sees him kind of go, digging around, pulls out a can of buckhorn, pops it. He goes, it's 9:00 in the morning. He finds some old can of buckhorn. Which is probably one I left in there from, one of my Friday nights or Saturday nights.
Oh, yeah.
And he pops it and, he's got his Pall Mall and then he had his.
I got to tell you, I've never been a buckhorn I didn't like.
His glasses were broken, so he drilled a hole in them and put a shoelace around him. So he's got this on, a cigarette and a buckhorn, and he's the one that's going to fix your car.
You have got to bring some pictures in of your dad. Especially, do you have any pictures of him with the Pall Mall sticking out? With the big ash on the end of it.
Well, I don't know about there's pictures of them with cigarettes. That's for sure. Yeah,
and we're talking about no filter.
You know what? I think, I mean, if he ran out of the Pall Malls, red, by the way, the red pack, if he ran out of those, my mom smoked Marlboros.
Right.
First thing you do, rip the filter off.
Yep.
I don't need that.
Yep. Smoke out. Boy, it was a different time, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think maybe we should do an homage to our fathers with some pictures.
Yes, that's a great idea. You know,
Yeah.
I just got a picture. My mom took a picture of my dad and I a couple of days ago, and I can't believe it actually turned out.
Okay.
Because usually we have our eyes closed or we look like idiots, but a couple of decent pictures here.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
not bad. We'll get some pictures together, and that'll be for Father's Day.
Yeah, we could do a little collage, something like that. A little sideshow.
I can put some sappy music.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah.
Whatever
Exactly.
You
I
need
love
the
that.
Wonder Years theme song to come on in the background.
Yeah, get a little Joe Cocker in there. That sounds good to me. Can you get that a picture of when your dad was yelling at you about the headlight?
I don't know if we have a picture of that. I can probably find some other humdingers though. Let me tell you, Grandma scrapbooked like crazy, so who knows what's.
I remember one time I was standing there. I was about 14, maybe, something like that. This is so stupid. And I came out and I was on the front porch of our house, and for some odd reason, I was having a piece of chicken, and my older brother was standing there, and I got done with the chicken, and I just took the bone and threw it on the roof. My dad saw that, and he flipped out. What the hell are you? A chicken bone up on the roof. Oh no!
She said, "I didn't want the dog to get it."
No,
it's
I didn't.
Dangerous.
So it's in the gutter.
One of my favorite just dad moments that when I just think of him when I think of it. Several years ago, it was after I had moved out and I was back visiting or whatever. Somebody had dumped ashes from the smoker next to the back porch.
Okay. And
I woke up in the middle of the night. I was sleeping on the couch, and I could see a weird glow outside. And I was like, what is that? Well, the back deck was on fire. So I run upstairs, and I'm like, Mom, Dad, the deck's on fire, blah, blah, blah. And here they came out of the room, and my mom goes, is it the front deck or the back deck? And my dad goes, who cares? The deck is on fire. Listen to your mom being analytical at a time like this.
That's again, that takes me right to the garage on fire.
Oh, yeah. Well, the garage wasn't on fire, just the truck.
Yeah.
Although my other brother did burn down our kitchen.
You guys all seem to have a bit of trouble with fire.
Well, he and I talk, and I go, how are you still alive?
Yeah.
This is a man that was pulled out in a riptide off of La Push, and someone saw him and went out and got him. This is a man that drifted down the Toutle Lake or Toutle River near the big falls or whatever. He and my dad are holding onto a branch, and when a friend came down, pulled him in.
Did he have a smoke in his mouth?
Probably.
Yeah.
My brother also came back. He was out playing around in the woods or whatever. Came back, and the next day his leg had just swollen up. Got bit by a black widow spider.
Really?
Yes.
That's not good.
No. I go, how are you still alive? I mean, and then the fire happened, and I was in bed because I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Our babysitter was on the phone, so our phone is, and so she's sitting on the floor, and they're frying up potatoes, just like homemade French fries.
Yeah.
And a little flame pops up. And so my brother thought, I got to put water on it.
Yep.
So he took it over to the sink,
yeah,
turned on it, and just a fireball goes over his shoulder.
Yep.
And catches the far side of the kitchen on fire.
That'll do it.
It should have burned his head off.
Yeah. Burned his head off.
Yes. I mean, it went right over his shoulder.
Oh.
And I go, well, I mean, you just
salt.
Just a cover.
Yeah. Wow, a cover. That might do it right there.
Take it off the heat and put a cover on it, things like that.
Never a dull moment at your house.
Man, I tell you that.
There's some
and that was just on the heels of those snakes getting into the frog stables and eating half of all our frogs for frog acres.
I didn't know about the snakes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's another story for another time.
I should put that on our.
And by the way, folks, we'll next week's show we will have a new segment. It's called "What Makes Us Mad."
Yeah, we're going to start during the month.
Now
we're going to add things that make us mad, and then in the last show of each month, we're going to go through our list.
Can I go through one of them right now?
Sure.
June?
I was just going to say this sounds a lot like This Really Grinds My Gears from Family Guy.
They stole that from us.
Did they?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
I know I like it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's a good one. This really grinds my gears.
Yeah, we're a little more straightforward.
Yeah.
This is what makes us mad.
Got it.
So, yeah.
I'm still mad about the time that I didn't get to go to Paul McCartney and Wings, June 10th of 1976 in the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I just turned 10 years old. Nobody informed me about this or took me.
Yeah.
And Cal Taylor.
Yeah.
He went.
Well, isn't he special?
Well, I know he went to the show, and my parents. I mean, they knew that I wanted to see McCartney.
Yeah.
And that was 10 years after the Beatles had been there.
Yeah.
Nobody took me, so that's just kind of a taste of some of the stuff that we're going to talk about that makes us mad, because that really makes me mad.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So anyway, back to the 8th, music in the park. We'll talk with Cal and Bruce. So we've got that coming up now.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I know it's so hard sometimes to keep track here. And the weekend of June 14th, 15th is Egg Days.
Okay.
So that's Father's Day weekend is Egg Days.
All right. Winlock.
I can just picture Sunday. The father's waking up after the street dance.
Yeah.
Well, get up. We're going to have breakfast. June's over there laughing. Come on. We're doing brunch. Oh, God. I got a headache.
Winlock just holds a special place in my heart.
Because they have the street dance out there.
I got an Egg Day story.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. We used to have a pickup softball team. and we always played the Adna tournament.
Okay.
Well, one year we got fourth in the Adna. After we played the Adna tournament, the next year, we should play a couple more tournaments. We never weren't in a league. We just had a little pickup team.
Yeah.
And we entered the Egg Day softball tournament.
Yeah. How did that go, Paul?
It not only did we win it, I had the game-winning hit.
Really?
I unloaded one deep in the left field.
Did you point up to the sky and say,
"No,
I'm the great Bambino"?
No, I started waddling down to first, got around second. The winning run came in, and they told me to go to third. I go, I'm not going to make it, and I didn't. I'm going. Oh, I thought you could run faster. Did you not notice?
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm just lumbering around here. This is not going to happen. But yeah, I hit it over the left fielder's head. It's my biggest hit ever.
Good.
Yeah. How about that? We won it. We won the tournament.
537 feet.
So then we went and played the Adna tournament.
Yeah.
We got fourth. We did good.
Not bad.
So now we're getting cocky.
So how does that equate into egg salad?
Well, it doesn't.
Okay.
But we got cocky.
Yeah.
And so we go, we're going to go up and we're going to play in this tournament in Bellingham.
Oh, bad
idea. The Bellingham Open.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only bad idea, we get there. Of course, we have no uniforms.
No.
We're just shorts and whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone's in mint uniforms.
Yep.
We walk by the first team. All right, guys, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the Open. Let's go. I go, oh. Crap, we're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Two games, we're done. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
And then you went down to...
Then we went back to Adna and said, we'll just stay here.
Yeah, we're done.
I actually have a similar-ish story. White Pass used to host a softball tournament when I was like 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
I was on a rec select team. You know who Mike Rasky is?
No.
Okay, Mike Rasky.
Yeah, he ran the Adna tournament.
Yeah,
okay.
He was our coach that year because his daughter was the same age as me. And he used to drive us around for these as a rec team to these select tournaments in like his 1970s Lindy motorhome. And this thing was old, right? And so we stopped in Randall because there used to be the Mount Adams Cafe right there.
Yeah, the Huff and Puff.
Yeah, and a couple other teams pull up to next to our motorhome in the parking lot. And so all us girls thinking we are just the hottest, whatever. We're hanging out the window. We're going to kick your butts at the tournament, blah, blah, blah. And he starts up the motorhome, drives about 5 feet, it hits a mud puddle and dies.
Right
there in front of everybody. And we all kind of look at each other and he fires it back up and we start driving again. We're like, yeah, we're going to kick your butts. We're going to see you. We did win that entire tournament, but it was not a great way to start.
It's a beautiful Winnebago.
Nice.
He was the driver of the Winnebago.
I like that. Yeah.
That was also the same year that on the way to and from that tournament, we were mooning people from the cab over window.
Wow. There's a lot of extracurricular
activity happening there. Yeah, exactly.
Look, that was a good year for softball.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, times like that I cherish.
Yeah.
Whoa. Also, one thing that we'll be touching base on, June 22nd, this is at the Veterans Memorial Museum, and they're having their first ever car and BMX show.
All right, yeah.
So we'll probably give a Chip and talk to him about that. But it's from 9 to 1. Again, that's June 22nd. And all these things as we get into June here start to happen. You've got so many things and cruises and
Cheese days, sweet days,
and 4th of July. And
4th of July.
And of course, the Stones shows up in Vancouver, BC on the 5th of July.
Napa Vine Fun Time
Festival.
Fest.
Yeah, they always have a good time out there.
Of course, Music in the Park in Chehalis.
Yes.
And we'll have a lot more on that.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll be talking to some of the folks that are going to appear at that too. That Beatles Stones thing is going to be outstanding, and just it's going to be a great time. So let's take a break. We'll have final thoughts with the Mohney Show right after this. Point S Centralia OK Tire is a proud sponsor of high school sports and wishes all teams good luck during the postseason. With the playoffs starting, that means the weather is changing, and that means tough driving conditions with ice, rain, and snow. Point S Centralia OK Tire invites you to stop by and have your vehicle checked so you're ready for winter driving. Studded snow tires, studless snow tires, and tire chains are in stock and ready to put on whatever you drive, and with a warranty good at over 200 locations. Point S Centralia OK Tire, 1741 Harrison Avenue in Centralia. We are back on the Mohney Show, and we've covered a lot of ground.
A lot of ground today.
A lot of
Steve.
blabbering on for minutes on end. One thing I did want to mention as we get into June here, we all start to get, the sun comes out, and I know everybody's heard this a million times. We've talked about it, but you're out on the water. You go up to Mayfield Lake, you go to Rife Lake, you go, even to the rivers, and that water's cold.
Yeah.
Don't just jump in, but, be aware of your surroundings and safe boating. That's a big deal. Make sure those kids are in life jackets for Pete's sakes. So be careful out there on the water. Yep. Now, Bruce Kimsey was here last week, and he had his big garage sale.
Yeah, you went out there.
Yeah, I went out there.
Yeah. Did you
there was all kinds of good stuff out there.
Did you get anything?
I didn't get anything because, I'm trying to scale down at the house. I mean, I saw stuff that I wanted, but I'm like, okay, well, where am I going to put that? I think we all run into that.
Yeah.
And talked to Bruce for a while, and he goes, well, hey, you want one of these bush lights, And I said, well, and he pulls it out. It's a peach
bush light. Wow.
Bruce, where did you find a limited edition bush peach?
It's limited?
I guess so. That's what it said on the can. So I walked down, I see Bruce, and I walk down, a little bit farther where everyone's, they're selling stuff. And one of the guys goes, oh, yeah, it looks like you got one of those beers, huh? I said, yeah. I mean, I wonder how it is. He goes, peach. I said, yeah. He goes, most everybody's just dumping them out right here. I said, oh, so I walked around with him for a while. But yeah, no, it was fun.
Bruce, I'd like a peach bush. Bruce, over here, please.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. There was a waterfall thing there, a little thing that, like a water feature.
Okay.
I was thinking about buying that.
Oh, I thought you were going to pour your peach bush into it.
Well, I would have, but I was gonna buy it, and I was gonna put it right
no
here.
comment from June. You can just let that one go.
No, go right ahead. Here
I was
we are.
gonna say, why don't you just put dish soap in the water feature? That would be way funnier.
Yeah, well, I'd like to thank the people over there at Titusville Goody Chevrolet for ruining that waterfall. That was a nice looking little feature out there. Oh, every other weekend, here comes the Joy So. Oh. So they filled it in.
Okay.
That was the end of that. You also had the big Memorial Weekend, flea market thing up there in Packwood.
Yeah, I drove through it.
Yeah.
Going to and coming back.
How was it?
Fortunately, when I came back, it was all pretty much buttoned up. But a lot of people up there. It was not. I mean, it wasn't a great weekend for weather.
No,
it
was
rain and cloudy and cool.
Stephen, my oldest son, and Reed, they were up there. They checked in. They said they found a couple of things.
Yeah,
but it was pouring down rain.
I think the unfortunate thing for me about the Packwood thing is it is getting more and more carnivalist.
Yeah,
and what I mean by that, it's a lot of prepackaged, cheap stuff that you can
China
find
type
at
stuff.
you can find at the dollar store and stuff like that, and not just the old, here's stuff that, we've had.
Exactly.
Like, there's still that there. You got to find, but there's more and more of the other that's just kind of prepackaged and,
Yeah, what am I thinking of? Yeah,
I don't know if I can get golf clubs a full set for $20 up there again, like I did once.
That was a pretty good deal.
That was a good deal.
You got your Tonka toys up there. Got
a good set of binoculars once up there.
Well,
too. $10.
Yeah, and I think the prices have gone up too.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
I mean, it's a fun event. Don't get me wrong. But
you wait till Monday and then you start dealing.
Yeah,
But if you want the good stuff, whatever that is,
I'm not sure if that.
I don't know what that means.
You guys had a coloring book up there. I'm not sure if that was worth $75.50.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, and someone didn't stay within the lines either.
Exactly, and those were not Crayola crayons either. Exactly. So that's what you're talking about. And I also want that $13.50 hot dog too. If you can't,
I don't know what the deals were from food up there.
Yeah, I don't either.
Didn't stop. So.
And most of the local eateries, they're all open up there. And
and I went through early Thursday, and there's a lot of people up there setting up. But, and then I came back late Saturday.
Well, it's like you said, one of the bookends for the summer season.
Yep.
That one's over, and then the next one's on Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
And that always kind of bums me out. It's like, summer's over.
Yeah,
it goes fast.
It does go fast.
So anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yep.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think that shall do it for this week. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. Going to be a lot of fun. We're working on some other things here at the Eli Network overall. So hopefully we'll have a big surprise coming your way here soon.
I know one other thing that I wanted to say is I will have some updates of a car project I've been working on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did take some video of that. It's okay video. I mean, I'm not a very good camera person, phone person or whatever, and some of it's kind of loud because, the engine was on, but I will post it. So anyway, have a great week, and we will see you next week right here on the Mohney Show. Goodbye. The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia.